Hi Scorpio, welcome to your reading for March 2020. This is going to be for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising. You may have planets in the sign of Scorpio. You may be in love with Scorpio, cross-checking. You were intuitively guided to the channel for whatever the reason. Welcome. As many of you know, my daughter, Jennifer, is a Scorpio, true Scorpio. And check out her channel, by the way, Jenny Love Tarot. She reads much like I do, but shorter, much shorter. So, welcome everyone. We are officially in the month of March. So, we have Pisces energy and we have Aries energy. Right? And it's the year of the Emperor. So, this is probably going to be a powerful month. Powerful month for probably all the signs, but maybe particularly you, Scorpio, being around your opposite. Sometimes as a side you may be bringing up sides of you that you normally don't. If you're normally passive, you'll be the opposite. But all for your benefit, I feel. All for your benefit. I just feel like you're going to be a tiger. Like a tiger. You guys are going to be tigers this month. So, excellent. All right, my loves, let's take a moment and let's just calm our mind, myself included. Do a little bit of deep breathing. Feel free to ask your guides to illuminate any messages that are for you. I strongly feel that if you're here, there's a reason why you're here, right? Everything has its purpose. Now we just want to relax into it and certainly ask for illumination. In other words, you can ask for signs, whether that be numbers, names, colors, object, whatever. And then just trust. Let's begin. We're starting with the Good Tarot. It was definitely the deck that called to me for you. We have the Four of Swords. We have the Nine of Swords. That's a 13, which comes back to the 4. It feels like someone's worrying over someone else's healing. It could be your own healing. It's about, it's like saying a prayer and saying it over and over and over and over and over again because, you say it, but I don't think you believe that it's being heard. So that's energy of just wondering. But I want to remind you, the Nine of Swords is unnecessary worry. So that tells me if you're worried, are your prayers being answered? And by the way, the Four of Swords means exactly that. I just realized that. It means exactly that. It is about healing, right? And it is the energy, if you are praying, know that your prayers are being heard and answered within the Four of Swords. Okay, but someone has, great concern over that. But the energy goes back to, that's unnecessary. noticing all the beautiful doves. All the beautiful doves around. Almost looks like a clock. Like the form of a clock. Clock head. What is that? 2:45. 2:45. It's almost like that's the time that you'll be spreading your wings. That's the time. Look, and these wings, those wings are down. These wings are spread. So maybe you're worried, will you ever be able to spread your wings? What does it feel like just to be able to spread my wings? And I feel like these doves are representing spirit energy in trying to help you raise your wings, trying to help you raise your wings. We have the Three of Cups. Someone could be certainly has quit drinking, and they're worried if they'll be able to stay sober. We have the Seven of Wands, or other people are wondering that. You know, will they stay sober? Or, you know, whatever the healing is over here, you know, someone's concern could certainly be, will they remain, you know, in this energy, or will they slip back? Again, I feel like a lot of that is really directed towards you. So someone wondering if you may slip back. It's like this fire is coming over the water, almost to put the water out. What happens when you put fire on water? Does it put the water out? You know, normally you're putting the water on the fire, but it feels like the fire feels reversed. Something fueling the fire. You know, I'm looking at Seven of Wands, and that can be a card of ego, right? Because, you know, what am I doing in the Seven of Wands? I'm defending my perspective, my perception, my point of view, myself. I'm defending. Because others are questioning it, right? And for some reason, it's like I'm putting fire, I'm fueling the fire. I'm doing something backwards. Something backwards. And because of that, it's got me in this anxious type of energy within the Nine of Swords, right? Feeling of anxiety. But yet, again, I'm fueling the fire. Interesting. I'm wondering, is it that important to get other people or someone to see something your way? Like, is it that important? Because I feel like it's causing some strife in your life. And the Nine of Wands is or the Nine of Swords is reminding me that, you know, some of the actions that I'm doing may not be necessary. Right? I may be in my head. Nine of Swords, I'm definitely in my head. Right? I'm in my head. So my intuition can't be that strong. And I must be thinking about, you know, again, that clock motion. Maybe I'm thinking about something over and over and over and over and over again. Right? What do I want? I want I want my thoughts to stop, right? I want that part of me healed. We have the Ace of Cups, so healing over love. We have the Knight of Pentacles. And we have the Chariot. Wow. Knight of Pentacles could certainly be a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, and then Chariot is a card of Cancer. Let's try to get our last card out. So love came out. I have the Page of Cups. And I have the Six of Cups. Okay, so I have a feeling we're going back. Okay, don't freak out. Sometimes we're meant to do this, you know. I feel like we're stuck in a loop up here, though, to be honest. I feel like until we break whatever this is, we get to break it apart. We're kind of, I feel like it's a loop, like a never-ending loop, right? Keep going back and forth. Just a loop, right? And why? Well, it's like your thoughts are keeping you in this loop, right? Because you're in the Nine of Swords energy. I'm in my head. I'm overthinking something. I'm thinking about it over and over and over. Again, definitely asked for healing. I wanted healing over it. Listen, and I feel like healing definitely comes. But right now, it's like we got to break this loop. We got to figure out what that is. And I want to say, because as I read the bottom line, just as it is right now, opening with the Ace of Cups, and then over here we have the Page of Cups. Page of Cups is the energy, you know, it's, sorry, what am I trying to say? It's like I just got blocked. Okay, maybe I was going the wrong place, so I think I'm going to leave that, and let's keep going. We have the Seven of Swords on the bottom of the deck, so, you know, this is not being able to trust someone, or trust yourself, trust your, look at that, we got the Tower, so this is where it's coming from, so some type of tower situation, right, something that felt destructive. Even if we have a hint that it's coming, it still feels destructive. Doesn't always have to be, I don't know, it doesn't always have to be like, well, we have the Seven of Swords here. I was going to say, it doesn't always have to be like someone bad did something to us, but we do the Seven of Swords, so coming out of that Tower, I come out with mistrust, right? There's someone I can't trust, or I'm not being trusted. Probably this is why someone's being questioned up here. You know, this is why people in the beginning, where I said people are wondering, will someone do something again? Will they be the same way? So here's the trust over there too. So I don't trust them, I don't trust myself, I don't trust the whole damn world. Like the Queen of Pentacles underneath that, so possibly a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn may be attached for some of you to that Tower. Excuse me. I'm going to bring out the crystal visions. I want to get right into it. I feel like I'm being stopped from going here until we break this down. I feel like this is going to be the most important thing, is breaking this down so we can dissolve it. That's the goal, I think. That's what I feel like the goal is going to be. You know, some of you may have had a partner cheat, or you may have cheated on a partner, right? And either way, it's like, you know the guilt you feel after, and you wonder, was it, you know, was it ever worth it? Because the guilt, well, I guess not for all people, right? The guilt can take you over, and it's like, ugh. Yeah, because why? I'm worried that someone's going to find out. I'm worried if they find out what it's going to do. I'm worried that, our home's going to break apart. Right? So it goes on and on and on and on. I'm worried the neighbor saw me. I'm worried that somehow someone will find out I wasn't there when I was here. And it just feels overwhelming me talking about it. So, I don't know. I hope my heat is not too loud. I turned it down to, I think, 64. So I'm like, is it 64 in here? Alright, start at the beginning. I have the Six of Pentacles. I have the Magician. Six of Pentacles, number one, is balance. It's a balanced life, right? It's a freedom. It's a freedom as in, just the freedom to just be who I am, be in my, the compassionate part of me. But it's the energy of being open, right? I'm open to whatever the universe has. I'm open to receiving love. We have the Ace of Cups right down there, right? So it is about I'm open to receiving, and that urge to give. Like I want to give, whether it be I want to give to a partner, I want to give to my community, I want to give to the world. It is entering that energy. I often feel like it's really entering in, to the beginning of the Empress energy. Just with the Knight of Pentacles again. I feel like someone could definitely say, like I've lived a life that felt unfair. Right? Didn't feel fair. Didn't feel, what I love about this energy, I'm looking at it and I'm feeling it's kind of heavy, right? Because I'm praying, I'm asking for maybe forgiveness for some. And for some, you may be, asking for that life that you've been longing for, right? I feel like it's a life where you're saying, I can be me, right? All parts of me. I feel like, it's like I haven't been able to let out a side of me for a while. And I feel it's like the free spirit part. As in maybe not worrying about this and not worrying about that, right? And, as I'm asking that, let's say in prayer, and I said earlier about it being heard and answered, well, the Knight of Pentacles to me is that answered prayer. And, it's bringing in this pentacle, which is a blessing, bringing in this pentacle to you. It's an energy that we can trust beyond all else. It's something that will help our foundation become strong, right? And to me that means like gives me a sense of security, gives me safety, whatever it is I'm looking for that will give me that strong foundation. And I have to feel if we're being sent help for our foundation, that means that something's coming, right? Something's coming that could rock us. Now, I kind of feel like I already know what it is because I have the Ace of Cups sitting down here, and then I have the energy of the chariot. So this is all coming in, right? Or I should say it's going both ways, really. It's going both ways. And not only that, but I'm thinking in the Six of Pentacles, right? It's a true balance. Well, it's a balance with a counterpart too. right? Someone who brings out that type of character, brings out the characteristics within me. I don't know. I just feel different things in that. Let's keep going. But you're directly connected to it as the magician. You know, manifesting a better life. And whatever that means. And I know that you've been waiting. You know, Knight of Pentacles tells us that it's been a long time, right? But the distance between where the Knight of Pentacles started and where the Knight of Pentacles ends is the most important part, because it's been building, right? So this blessing is like, it builds kind of like a snowball. And as it rolls into snow, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, right? That's how I feel with the Knight of Pentacles. I often feel it's brought in by a guardian angel. Even though it is falling on top of the Nine of Swords. Look at that. Well, there you go. There is what the Knight is bringing in. The Ace of Pentacles. Thank you. I feel like my guides, like, give me confirmation constantly in my reading. There it is. And, you know, now we have the Ace of Pentacles coming with the Knight of Pentacles. We know that's what's being brought to us, right? I already know it's by your guardian angel. You know, and I know this is going to be different things to different people, right? Because there's different things that people need to, and by the way, I feel like the one thing I know is for all of us is in some way it strengthens your foundation. And I do mean strengthens it. It strengthens it enough where you're able to move into that free spirit type energy much easier, because bam, there is the change. Here's the ace, bam, there's a change of energy. It's not like that guy who used to cook, bam. But that's how I feel. It's like, oh, it's a change. And you move immediately into the energy of joyfulness, celebrating, right? Celebrating. In this celebration, this ace, let's look at the connection of it. So this Ace of Pentacles comes in, truly helps you change your energy, right? It's celebration. And boom, here's the Chariot right underneath it. Here awaits your chariot, right? Here's the Pentacle, the ability now to call in the Chariot, and we're off, right? And we're off. And what's connected to the Chariot over here? The Ace of Cups, heading towards the Six of Cups. But we got a little bit of opposition coming up, so well, not really. Look at that, the Ace of Wands. Listen, guys, I'm telling you right now, whatever the heavy energy is, where we're in our head and we're thinking something over and over and over again, I feel like you're being guided to look at that, because number one, there's something really unnecessary in there, something that you're wasting your time, but I want to kind of say you're wasting your life, right? Because it's a loop that only you can break. It can be healed though, right? So I can ask for this healing and I'm going to receive it, because bam, there it is. And again, I feel like brought in by a guardian angel. Now, I'm not sure yet at this point what that means, other than I need to say that. And then here is the guardian angel coming in, right? Coming in, bam, Ace of Pentacles. And then bam, the Ace of Wands. So whatever is in that Ace of Pentacles, again, it brings us to celebration, brings us to feelings. Even if I'm not celebrating, it brings me to joy. And then no matter how I look at it, I'm ready to go, right? I am in the fire energy. Passion is starting to lead my life again. You know, you're kind of in the opposite energy of fear. Look at that. The Seven of Wands is coming over the Seven of Wands. Interesting. Now, I don't fear that Seven of Wands at all. Not that it's a fearful card, but, you know, but it is a card of other people. other people's opinions. But it doesn't seem to matter. And it's equal. So this could be talking about now, connecting with people, or person or people who are fighting the same cause as you. For some of you, that's what it is. It's, you're seeing some hard things, but it's calling you, right? It's pushing you. It's making you want to do something. And I feel like for some of you, that's what you're doing. You're praying like, show me the way, show me the way. And bam, you're going to be shown the way. And I feel like, this is about other people. For some of you, it may just be another person who seems to have the same morals, right? Is fighting the same fight. And I don't feel like at this point I'm fighting for myself, because I don't know. I mean, it's probably part of it. I don't know, but it just feels big. Let's take one more after that. I'm thinking what comes after the 7 Wands is the 8 of Wands. And that is very fast movement. I often feel the Ace of Wands, or the 8 of Wands is also what I think about, I bring about. Look at this, we have the Fool. So this is giving you the opportunity. Number one, again, it's clarifying, it's showing us that this beginning energy of in our head, that we can clear it, right? We clear it as the Fool. Fool is a new beginning. Fool is the opportunity to take a chance in something, and, tells you to take that chance, right? I have to say the Fool doesn't, the only thing with the Fool is, you want to take a chance, but, have maybe a little rationality behind it with the Pentacles over here. Anyway, but it's taking that chance, and, it's funny because the Fool's looking, it's almost like the Fool's looking back at this journey. And listen, some of you may be using this experience, this whole experience, and it may in some way be, I don't know, fueling the fire perhaps. Now I feel like fueling the fire is moved to a positive confirmation. Okay, let's keep going. Some of you may be heading towards an independent path, meaning, I don't know, leaving a relationship, or just, I don't even know if you have to be in a serious relationship, and coming into the Fool's energy. But the Ace of Cups is following, and I kind of love that the Fool comes out and then the Ace of Cups, right? So there's no baggage coming forward with the Fool. And now we move into the Ace of Cups. Look at that, with the Ace of Cups over the Ace of Cups. So we're getting a lot of twin cards. We have the Death card. There's Scorpio right there. We have the 8 of Swords. And we have Judgment. Alright, so, wow, let's look at this. So with the Ace of Cups, with the Ace of Cups connected to Scorpio's card. First of all, what a beautiful connection, right? So we start with the connection. There it is. There's the matching connection. There's the, I've been feeling a lot of mirror type energy in this reading. So it's almost like there's the mirror here, the 2 7s over here. 2 people that I felt were going to have the same passion. I feel like here they are. Here they are. But then we come to the 8 of Swords. So the 8 of Swords is a block, right? Now we were at the 9. Now we're at the 8. That's good news, right? But we're still a little bit in there. So I feel like what this is doing is like I've rid myself of my overthinking so much, but the walls are still there, right? Like I've realized I've been overthinking, and I've been, playing this loop in my head. So now that I have that awareness, I can stop that. But there's still walls. Now, these are self-created walls. That just means that these are walls that you built to protect you in some way. Could be against just other people's energy. But you have judgment right next to it. So judgment is asking for, is calling you to attention. When judgment shows up, it's like, I need your attention here, right? I need you to listen. I need your attention. And what judgment is saying is, I need you to, start to close doors, have the energy of a rebirth. It's a changing, this very extreme change in energies, anxiety into joy. Why? Well, one of it is I eliminated all this worry. If I can't control it, I stop worrying about it. Anyway, so it's like the universe is speaking now. Like, it's time, right? It's time to allow yourself to have this rebirth. Because what judgment is coming over is the Chariot. And to me, once the Chariot shows, we can take it anywhere, right? Because we have a balance within us. So it's like the universe is saying, well, if you got two teenage drivers and one keeps wrecking in a car and the other one has never had a ticket, then, you give the one who keeps wrecking the car the banged up car, right? Why am I saying that? Well, because you're calling in the car of the good driver, and there's no limitations on it. I think that's what it's trying to say. I don't have to put a limitation on it. Let's keep going. Here's that 9 of Swords. Dang it. I feel like some of you are like worried about what other people are going to say, worried about what other people are going to think, right? You're not worrying enough about you, and I mean that in a positive way, though, in a positive light, but I feel like it's a little bit of worry of what everyone's going to say and think. And it can be over some type of action, or it can just be general, like in your life. We have the 4 of Wands. We have Justice. We have the King of Cups. And then we have the King of Wands. Okay, so here, well, some of you are trying to figure out a partner, which partner to choose, right? It could be the King of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. It could be King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We have Libra right here also. But the one thing we have for sure is someone that my heart at one time was attached to. And I'm saying it like that because sometimes this can be an old friend that something gets sparked and it turns into a romance. So I don't want to exclude anything, but I do feel like this is someone that, I can think about and maybe they make me smile, right? I enjoy reminiscing about it. Now it could hurt too, right? But this is, I'm not looking at that part. I'm looking at the joy. But nonetheless, here is the 4 of Wands. So the 4 of Wands is a commitment. If someone's worried about the commitment, but they don't need to be worried. Okay, this is exactly what the 9 of Swords is telling us. If you're worried about a commitment, some of you is like, I don't want to get married and then get divorced. Right? I want to do this forever. So I would say, just take it slow, step by step. Right? But if two people are working on a relationship, that's one of the keys. If someone's willing to work on a relationship, then they love you. If they're not willing to work on a relationship, then it's hard to build from there, right? It's going to be two people who say, hey, we're not perfect. We're far from perfect. And listen, we have some ego, and we're going to fight, and we're going to do this, but let's make a pact that, you know, that we figure it out, and we work towards our love, right? To expand our love. This is the foundation, right? This is the foundation over here. And I feel like, you know, for some of you, you're learning about that, right? You're learning about that. Some of you, I feel like, you just want that person, right? That person that you can truly, truly count on. It's showing itself, right? But your fear is right next to it also. So we just have to look at that. And again, I feel it's kind of the energy of, like, I don't want to get married just to get divorced. But I don't think that'll happen. And we have the Page of Cups underneath that. So that's the energy of looking at ourselves first. Page of Cups is like, you know, how do we treat ourselves? Do we respect ourselves in all ways? You know what I mean? You know, taking care of ourselves and nurturing ourselves, you know, building ourselves up, believing in ourselves. It all comes from the Page of Cups. And, you know, that feels like that is the foundation for this Four of Wands, for this relationship, this connection, is building up of oneself, right? My self-esteem. All right, I'm just going to take a couple cards over these two kings. I just want to see if, I feel like they are different people. There's the Seven of Swords, so I feel like one of these kings is tied back to the beginning energy here, right? So possibly you and this king, you know, male or female, you know, had a relationship, and the Tower shows itself, right? Tower shows itself, and definitely I can see the split, right? You have the split, and you know, you emerge from that with a problem to then trust, right? But you also don't trust yourself. You don't trust people, but you don't trust yourself. And it may just be in as it relates to relationships, but you know, it may go further than that too. Anyways, here one of them is, okay, I didn't want to take that many cards, but I couldn't flip them back over. We're going to take them to see what a quick story is. We have the Page of Wands, Two of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Strength card, card of Leo, the Devil, card of Capricorn, and the Eight of Pentacles. And I feel like, number one, I feel like for someone's answer, it's like, you know, will I be successful? If you put your focus on it, the answer is yes, you will be. But if you don't put your focus on it, then, you know, your chances are much less. If you put your focus on it, yes, you will be successful. I feel like I needed to say that to someone. So really, I'm looking at these kings. And I definitely feel like, you know, the Page of Wands here, this is someone who wants to come forward, right? Because it puts you in a question mode. Do I want to do this? And I feel like Queen of Swords, for some I know it's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but I feel like she's also seeking, you know, she's seeking to figure out whether, almost like, is it meant to be? You know, again, I have the energy of temptation, but then I have the Eight of Pentacles against that. So if I focus on that, then that's the way my life seems. But if I focus on the opposite of that, then that is the way my life will seem, right? It's where I put my focus. So the Eight of Pentacles is saying, don't put your focus on the past and, you know, the things that have brought you down, you feel, in the past, that made you feel weak. You know, where are you today? You are here. You're standing here. Whether you feel weak or strong, you know, you have made it, right? Everything turns. Everything is temporary. Whether we like it or not. It's just the way it is. So anyway, I feel like the focus I have, because you have the strength card above that. So that is certainly the ability to call on my inner strength, to start to realize who I am. All of me. All of me. I don't put myself in this little box anymore. I realize I'm so much more than that, right? And allowing myself to feel that. Okay, let's pick this up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come below, too, because I just don't feel like the story's over yet. Well, there's that Eight of Wands. So Eight of Wands now coming over the Ace of Cups. That's fast. Now I understand the Two of Pentacles a little bit more, because Eight of Wands, you know, something's coming towards you, and it's coming over the Ace of Cups. So in some way, yeah, I mean, we can't say it's not love. It's coming over the Eight of Cups. And it's coming in quick. And that may put you in the Two of Pentacles, like, whoa, can I do this, right? Can I do it? And for some of you, that is your ace that's up here, right? So I know it's coming in strong. And I feel like that means trustworthy, because I feel like no matter what the past was, you know, maybe everyone starts in that Four of Swords, that healing process. And anyone who asks for the healing can, I don't know, be in better grace. Three of Wands. Oh, I like that. Three of Pentacles. Some of you, this could certainly be someone who's asking you to merge with them on a creative level. And I just feel like, you know, here again, all that worry, right? All that worry. But then the Ace of Cups is here. Eight of Wands tells us it's almost out of our control, right? It's coming in quick. It's coming in probably different ways for different people. Doesn't always mean when I say coming in quick, it's going to be like, boom, right in front of your face. You know, the beginning is coming. The spark is coming. And as I move down here, I feel like you're receptive to it. Because then you move into the Three of Wands energy, and that's optimistic. That's looking forward to the future. Three of Pentacles right next to it tells me what I was wishing for or praying for up here about being myself, a free spirit, whatever that means to you. Three of Pentacles is showing me that that is part of who you now are, right? It's always been part of you, but it's the part that's leading you now, right? It's front and center. It's like the year of the Aries. Well, that's what is taking place within you. But this is other people appreciating just exactly who you are. And I love that it's coming from love. We have the Queen of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. We saw her back here when she was definitely attached to that tower, right? But now she's attached to the Chariot. So, then we have the Star, card of Aquarius. So some of you, I feel like you want this Queen or King. It's certainly you wanting them too. Maybe you thought it'd never come true. Right, maybe back here I couldn't figure out how it could ever come together. Well, you don't have to worry about that, right? Because, you know, when we pray, we'll say, tell me exactly how it's going to come together, God. I need detail. God's going to be like, excuse me, child. Okay, well, that's kind of cool. I don't know who's banging. It is a Sunday, and kids are upstairs. So we've been blessed to have it quiet for this long, I think. Oh, look what's on the bottom of the deck. The Lovers. Alright, I'm going to pick this up. And I want to do a Mother Mary card. Oh, blessings. I'm telling you, right card comes out every single time. Today, I count my blessings, small and large, and I notice the new gifts that come to me from God. You receive this card as a reminder of the power of gratitude. Perhaps you've been feeling sorry for yourself lately or feeling as if God has forgotten about you. Mother Mary reminds you that your prayers are answered in many different ways and guides you to notice all the gifts and blessings you already have. Sometimes shifting your focus from what's wrong to what's right can make you notice new blessings that had previously been overlooked. This is a card of optimism, asking you to purposely and consciously focus upon everything and everyone that you're grateful for. You can make a mental or written list daily, ideally, to train your mind to notice all the gifts you already have. By doing so, you're more likely to notice the new ones coming your way. This card also signals that new blessings are entering your life as an answered prayer. I don't know, but that was just the perfect card for you guys. It just seemed like it touched on each part of the reading for you. So, I mean, thank you. I love this deck. I love it. Um, Guys, I'm going to let you go because it's getting noisy, and I don't like to edit. So, literally, I don't like to edit. So I don't want to, lose the whole video for that. So I'm going to let you go. Thank you so much for coming back and watching your reading. Those of you who are not a Scorpio, you're trusting your intuition. The messages fit. Thank you for paying attention to your intuition. I just feel this is the month. This is the month to go after. I keep saying that, but I feel like 2020, and we're going to be 3 months into it already. And it calls for action. Definitely action. Right? Action. And I think of the Emperor. I think, well, I use my past struggles as my tools as the Emperor. So, not about regret. It's about clarity of, and then using it as a tool to carry forward. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the donations. It's what keeps the channel alive. Thank you for your comments, your likes, your shares, your subscribes. Anyone is new, welcome. I'm so happy to have you. I think you're just going to love everyone. And that's it, guys. Go have a wonderful March, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.